Heathens. Babe, where we at?
Car shop.
What we doing?
Picking up your car.
What we get put on there?
Long tube headers?
Yeah, buddy. Stainless Works long tube headers, and we got that thing lowered. So we are pulling up right now to Yearwood Motorsports out here in Maryville, Tennessee, and we're gonna see how this thing looks. I think I see it right now. That thing look nasty. Can't wait to hear it. Of course, my nut ass forgot to record what it sounds like before the long tube headers, but I'm super excited. Look, there she is. Look how that thing's sitting, boy. That thing is sitting. It looks good. It looks good. Yeah, you damn right. Damn.
Sorry.
But yeah, let's go take a look at it. Let's see what this thing sounds like and see what Chad's up to over here. Look at this thing right here. Look how that thing is sitting. So guys, I put the H&R lowering springs on it. I got them for a great deal. 150 bucks off of Facebook Marketplace. I think they usually go for around 300 or like 250. But dude, this thing is looking nasty. Look at that offset. So them 22s are barely able to fit up under there. They cleaned it up for me. This thing looks good, man. Can't wait to start it up so you guys can hear it. I'm gonna go in here and say what's up to Chad. There he is right there. Say what's up, man. It's the YouTube. This is Chad guy with Yearwood Motorsports. Nice ass shop here. I was just showing them. That thing looks nasty, man.
Oh yeah, dude, it's down there.
It's low. How did the wheels? Was it pretty? Was it close? I mean, it.
You can figure it.
We out, Chad. I appreciate you, brother.
Sir.
Again, this is Yearwood Motorsports. I showed you guys out here in Maryville, Tennessee. You got my thing looking right. Let's go outside and listen to it. All right, guys, let's start her up. See what she sounds like. Like I said, my knucklehead ass did not get it before the long tube headers, but I may put a clip in here of what one sounds like. Oh my goodness. Oh, that thing sounds healthy. Hold this right here, babe, so they can hear it if you don't mind. Alright guys, so now it's been a few weeks since I got the Stainless Works long tube headers installed. Didn't intentionally mean for it to be a few weeks, you know, since I got it done to make this next video. But there's a few things that have happened and a few things that I'm holding off on, and I wanted to make sure just to document everything that's happened so far. And so right now, the Challenger's right here. It sounds awesome, dude. It sounds amazing. You guys saw in the last clip of what that thing sounds like when it starts up, and that's the exact sound that I was going for. You know, I mentioned I don't love the boreless sound of the exhaust, just personal preference. I didn't really know much about MBRP race exhaust before I bought this one, and dude, the connection, the sound between that and these long tube headers is insane. You hear like that deep growl. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm talking about! So with it being a few weeks since, you know, I've had these installed, I wanted to kind of let you know, how it's running and things. So first things first, every single check light that could come on your dashboard is on my dashboard, right? And I 100% assume it's because it needs a tune. You know, a couple of more things that I can tell because it needs a tune is how much fuel it's throwing, you know, at the motor right now. Like, there's literally black soot coming out of the tailpipes when I started up. Like, it's terrible. Like, this is awful for your car. Let me see if you guys can see that. Like, and it's rained, so, but it was a lot worse. This is just coming out of the tailpipes. So, and then also with these muffler tips there, I need to tighten that up. I've tried to tighten it up a couple of times, but haven't had any success with it. But anyway, so I have black soot coming out of the tailpipes, coming out of the mufflers. Every check engine light on the dash possible is on. And I also talked to Chad out at Yearwood Motorsports, and he said that's probably, it's most likely because it needs a tune. Right now, the car was getting around 17, 18 miles per gallon. Right now, it's getting somewhere around like 9.8 miles per gallon. And again, because it's throwing so much fuel, this exhaust also has high flow catalytic converters on it, right? High flow cats, which is basically almost none. And so another thing is I'm smelling the exhaust a lot more, and that's going to happen naturally, but not as much as I am smelling it like driving the car. Like, it's at an unhealthy point right now to where I stopped driving the car a few days ago because I'm like, if it keeps throwing this much, fuel at it, at the engine, then guess what's gonna happen? That stuff's not gonna burn off, and that could cause some serious issues within your motor. So with that being said, you may ask, why have I not got a tune yet? Well, because of what I'm working on right now, which you guys may see in the background.
Yes, sir.
supercharger build. So the next video series you guys are gonna see is me installing a Hellcat supercharger onto my Challenger RT. I've had it now for about 3.5 months. I've held off because I wanted to make sure I had all the right parts. I am a very, very, very beginner mechanic. Most thing I've ever done is change my oil, okay? Change my oil, put on a cold air intake, simple shit. You know, change wheels out, paint brake calipers. So this is gonna be a huge feat for me, and luckily I am getting some help by Bernie over at Crash and Burn. You can check out his YouTube channel. Right here, dude, it's freaking awesome. He did the entire supercharger install, the conversion into his Charger RT, and that's what I'm using as reference on mine. And he's been a big, massive help through this, so shout out to him. But that's the reason I haven't got the tune yet, you know? And I also have a couple of other things. I'm getting a 309 gear. I have it sitting over here in the garage. I'm gonna install that myself. I'm gonna show you guys how I'm doing it as a freaking beginner. I have a Circle D 3600 stall torque converter. I've got a cam. I have all that. So, you know, when you're going to get a tune, that stuff's expensive. You know what I'm saying? And that could be 800, 1,000, 1,500 bucks, especially when you're doing forced induction. So I'm not gonna get it tuned 3 different times in the matter of, you know, a month or 2. So I just had to park it, and I'm gonna put the supercharger on. I'm gonna put that gear in. I'm gonna hold off on the torque converter and the cam install for now, just because the cam is another big feat that I'm not necessarily ready for right now. You know, I was gonna go and get all this done at a mechanic shop, you know, through Chad at Yearwood Motorsports, but with that, you know, that's a lot of money. We're talking about $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 in labor, and I'm like, what better way to do this than document it on my YouTube channel and show people that as a beginner in YouTube University, you could probably do it, right? You're probably gonna have a lot of headaches, a lot of head dings, a lot of cut fingers and stuff, but as if this is your hobby and this is something you love, car enthusiast, then I'm gonna show you that, you know, if I can do it, you can absolutely do it too. So the first step is gonna be this supercharger put on, but I just wanted to give you guys an update on where I've been and what's going on. Let me show you what I mean by the check engine lights being on. All right, guys, so let me start it up so you can hear it, and also so you can see the lights on the dash. So you can kind of see that it was the check engine light, and then the other one was a TPS sensor light for the wheels, and then the ABS, the braking stability control light comes on. The thing doesn't want to dim. You know, if I try to put it in a manual paddle shifter mode, it doesn't want a paddle shift. So, dude, it's all out of tune. I'm not even gonna lie, this thing is all out of tune. It is not running great, and I know it's just not healthy for the car. So I'm gonna work on this build. A couple cool updates I've done as well is I painted the calipers myself orange. I'll show you these here, but you can also kind of see there, it looks good as hell, dude. It's also lowered, as you guys saw earlier, right? You know, this thing, it's just badass, man. And it's only gonna get better. Can't wait to get this supercharger on, the cam, the torque converter, the gear, all of that. Got about a month left of racing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get all that done within a month. I know I'm not gonna be able to, honestly, especially with me doing the work. Gotta get some race ramps and things where I can get this car up, but nonetheless, be ready. Be ready for these next few videos coming. You guys are gonna love it. We're up to like 55 subscribers right now, which is amazing because I just started this channel, and I have another YouTube channel, like 6,000 subscribers, that show more of my business side and what I do in my life and stuff. But this is gonna be a car channel. It's gonna be, you know, me working out, but mainly just showing my life and my car journey. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right.